Hey guys, what's up? Kev here, and I have a quick unboxing to do for you. I have a few things here, most of which is just stuff coming back or whatever, but I might as well unbox it, and then I have one new thing. So I'm going to unbox it with the Civivi Cogent. This is the Black Damascus. Had to get it to get the micarta version, and yeah, pretty cool button lock. I think it's a great first entry for them with the button lock. I hate the ergos on this knife though. Cut into this. I believe this is from Asher, or no, this one's from Skiff. So I ordered 2 sets of these, 5mm, 1mm, to see if they would fit into, I mean, just to have as well, but to see if they might fit into the nimble. So they come with these tiny ass bearings, and you know, I've been trying to find bearings that fit certain knives, like these QSP artisan knives that have these bearings. And I did buy let me see if I can find here they are. No, these are some tiny ones I bought as well. The smallest ones they sell. I just got those to get those. Here they are. I got these as well. I might as well keep them together, right? Wait. Shit, where'd they go? These are 5mm. Okay. Now I gotta find them. Maybe those were it. Here's a bunch of random Skiffs. Gillians. Oh, okay, those were them. Sorry. Okay, these are the tiniest ones I could find. It's a 1/8" pivot. 1/8" pivot, but it's still a 1/16 ball. And then these are all 1mm balls, just tiny. So there's the ones that fit into the 80-20.5, but I believe those are 1/4", and then the 1mm. So it's the same size or thickness, but it's a bigger pivot. And this is 3/16. So let me keep that in this bag. And then we have the 5mm, 1mm. Sorry, I'm all over the place. So these will fit your Chinese sort of knives, basically. The pivot, anyway. And then it's going to be about seeing if the bearings are the right size. So I basically got them to see if I could fit them into this knife right here. So I may try to do a video on that. We'll see. I'm not going to do it right now. I just don't have the time. Maybe this weekend, or it'll be a video to do at some point. But I absolutely love this knife, which it's funny because you're about to see another EMP EDC knife. Just, guys, these knives are incredible. He now has prototypes for a 3.5" version. He's working on a Tanto. He might even be working on another one. So just really cool stuff with EMP EDC, and I'm excited to sort of be involved. He lets me check the knives out and whatnot. So really, really cool times. But anyway, so I have those now, and then these are the just tiny bearings. I just like to have all different kinds so that when I get a knife, maybe I already have bearings for it. If it's a different, you know, size or whatever. This is from Asher, and I screwed up my Asher Spiro. So I'm pretty sure, okay. So this knife right here, I screwed it up. I took it apart to clean it. I do have Gillians in here. That shouldn't be the issue, but I cleaned it or whatever, and I'm pretty sure I lost a washer. Well, I know I did because there's only one in there now. And it did end up, like, still sort of locking up. Sometimes it doesn't. And you can, you know, spine whack it. That's not the knife. That's, you know, that's me. So there's some stick now. It is centered somehow, which is weird. But anyway, I asked him to send me washers. And you guys know that the way Asher does it is he actually builds these knives himself. So he actually just orders the parts, essentially. and then he builds them himself, assembles them himself. That's how he can offer it at the price he does. And I guess, depending on the knife, he has to use different washer sizes. I don't know how that works. But so he sent me a bunch of different ones, which is cool. It'll be good for me to have in general. So now I have another project to do, which is cool. I really appreciate him doing that for me. I screwed it up. So that is cool. I think that was it in there. Hold on, let me double check. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that was it in there. I did tell him I thought I had possibly put the wrong stop pin back in, but this should be the right one. I mean, it was weird, man. The stop pin wasn't on the disassembly mat. I found it in like one of my containers, like my bearing container or whatever. I have one for drivers and Loctite and stuff. And there was a stop pin in there. So I assumed that was the right one. I didn't find another one, but it's so weird. And I still don't know where that washer went. So it's kind of goofy. Anyway, hang on one. All right, this next package is from John over at Knife Nerd Reviews. Not to be confused with Kevin at Knife Nerdery. Both guys are nerds, but different kinds of nerds. John is a sort of, to me, the way I look at it is John is a sort of in the shop sort of nerd. And Kevin is a engineer sort of nerd. Not saying they can't both do both things. I'm just saying that's how I look at it, because I'm a weirdo and I look at things like that. He taped the shit to the box, which is pretty awesome for shipping. Obviously, it helps to secure things, but it is the biggest pain in my ass when I get a package like this. Definitely makes it easier to ship, though, because you're not having to worry about putting padding in there to, you know. Anyway, this is my F5, I believe. So, yeah, I sent him some extra hardware, and I sent him Skiff bearings as well to go with it. And this is my F5.5. Looks like he may have roughed up the scales a little bit or put something on them. I did ask him to do that. He didn't mention actually doing it, but it looks like he did, which is awesome. Has blacked out hardware and everything. And damn, that is close. He did a great job centering this up. That's awesome. That was one of my issues. We have no play and a little bit of lock rock. I noticed that on this knife and thought it was a little bit strange. That was one thing I wanted him to check out. He did point out some gappage on the knife. Like, I don't know where he saw it. I think it was like right here. He saw some gap or whatever. I don't know if he fixed that or I don't know how that... I don't really see it now. So that's interesting. But yeah, I mean, it looks great now. I'm a real big centering whore, and man, he got it really close, and he got the skips in there, which is great. So I think this guy's good to go now. I was thinking about selling it before I took it out of the package. You know, because obviously I have that, I have this, and I have this. Have this. So it's like, do I really need 3 of them? You know, and I'm trying to recoup some funds right now because I've been buying stuff, and I really don't have much I want to sell. I like all my knives right now. Usually I have a few things I'm just like, yeah, sell, right? Yeah, I don't know. Looks like that. No, it looks good. Yeah. It's got great action on this one. Probably as good, maybe even a little better than this one, except this one has a better detent. It's a little stiffer. This one's a little bit lighter, which I think they did on purpose because people were complaining about how stiff they were. This was on the newest run, at least of the micarta ones. But yeah, that centering looks great. I mean, very close. I'd say both of these are slightly off to the clip side, but it's such a tiny amount. And this one, I believe, is dead nuts. So they're all pretty much perfect. So I'm really happy with these. I think I may just keep them all then. Urban EDC did hook it up with new scales because mine were broken, actually. The one spacer type thing in the micarta had broken off. So yeah, anyway, that's my F5 back in the his house. Let me put that over here with the other F5s. Move that knife. There we go. Yep, 3 F5s. I know, I'm crazy. 2 nimbles and 3 F5s. You guys know, do you see a pattern here of a size I like? I gotta put those taco bearings back. All right, last but absolutely not least here is a package from John at EMP EDC. And this is really what I wanted to get into. This is my Thick Boy pre-order. What? Hold the phone. So he asked me if I wanted an extra pair of scales. And I was like, yeah, sure. And he asked me what, and I was like, I don't know. And I was like, well, my channel's blue or whatever, so my colors are blue. So, you know what? How about blue G10? And, oh, there's extra screws, too. Oh, okay. Yeah, looks like some extra screws. And here's that blue G10 set of scales. And he actually gave me a set of green micarta as well. How cool is that? That's awesome. Thank you, John. You are the man, my friend. You are the man. So let me wrap these up. Keep them with the screws. I'll probably try to fit this in the box. Here's the knife. Let's get the Cogent out of here. We can keep the nimbles in. Love the EMP EDC box, obviously. And then flip her open. Got your silica gel. Look at that. Number 6, baby. EMP EDC stickers. And I got the black micarta and satin because obviously I am a black micarta haul. So hold on, let me see if I can fit the scales and stuff in here. I'm not going to go swapping the scales right away. Although I do kind of want to check out these blue scales. See if this fits in here. I try to keep everything together in case I ever sell it. Which in this case, probably not going to happen. Because I love me, John. I love me, John. I love John. You guys might know I checked out the prototype. Centering is damn close. Pretty much dead nuts. I mean, maybe slightest bit off to the clip, but that's really nitpicking. Oh yeah. So I checked out the pre-order or the prototype, right? And I loved it. I fell in love with it. My biggest gripe really was the detent being super light. And I actually got used to it. But it looks like he actually had it stiffened up a bit. So let's check it out. Oh, yeah. Now, obviously, that's probably going to affect the drop shut. This thing was a guillotine when I had the prototype. Well, don't have to do anything. I mean, it's not quite as like, oh, yeah, it is. Oh, my goodness. And you have that detent. John, oh, John, oh, John. Oh, my God. And then you have this fantastic ergo. It's just this crazy-ass cleaver, right? It's just so much different than the Nimble, yet very similar, right? I mean, look at the size of these things. Very, very similar if you look at them. Just amazing, right? I really, really dig the Thick Boy. It was one of those things where, like, you weren't sure. No, I don't feel anything. I'm really wrenching on it. Not feeling anything. And you know what? Looks like this has 5mm bearings, so it could be a contender for swappage, but honestly, I don't think we need it. Might need to Loctite the pivot. It's usually, these are made by EMPEDC. Usually you end up Loctiting the pivot after a little bit. I love the hole design on this, which is funny, right? Because if you recall, I just had that Serge Panchenko knife in, and I kind of was talking shit on the big hole. But on this knife, it works. Like, the way my finger goes through, it doesn't, like, go all the way through and get in the way of stuff. Like, even if I put it all the way in, I don't think it would, yeah, it wouldn't matter. Obviously, right-handed, flick. Oh, just got myself, fuck. Thumb flick, gotta be careful. Got it right there. If she comes down, so, hold on, let me just see. You got to kind of try to catch her right there. Because if you let her come all the way down, if you go too low, if you let her come all the way down, that corner can get you right in a shit spot. So you just want to go up here. That's the way to do it. Just be right up there. Let her, or get the fuck out, you know. I'm left-handed, so usually this is happening, and then I'm going, oh, look at that. I love it. I love it, John. Holy shit, dude. These came out so much better than the prototype, and I'm literally just talking about the detent. Everything else is spot on. Love the finish work on the bolsters. The clip. When I got that prototype, I shit you not, I thought it was made by Riot. It's that well done. EMPEDC executed this perfectly. Yeah, you can feel the transition a little bit. Mostly because it's switching material, but you can feel the gap a little bit. But, I mean, come on. These are $315, I think. And there's a drop, actually. For me, it's tomorrow. You probably won't. Yeah, this won't go up by then. I might post a short or something to help advertise it. Or on Instagram. But, yeah, this thing is a freaking beauty. Just so ergonomic. Just so ergonomic. And you can even hold it back here pretty comfortably. A little bit more comfortably, I'd say, than the Nimble in this back grip. You just don't have a lot of room back here on the Nimble. Obviously, choked up, this thing's a beast. So, that is the EMP EDC Thick Boy out of the box. Absolutely love it. I already did a review on the prototype, so, you know, I don't know what I'll do. I may show the scale swap or something. And, you know, I don't know if I'll do a follow-up. Yeah, it's already walking. It's just how EMPEDC is. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I'll probably do maybe a follow-up review or something on it, but I don't think I'm going to do the full, like, first impressions and all that stuff. So, thanks to John for the extra scales and for getting this bad boy to me. Absolutely fantastic design. I love it. You know, I wish it wasn't bead blasted in there, but that's just how they have to do it. That's just how they do it. They can't do anything else in those kind of pockets. So you end up with a bead blast, and it's just how it is. Man, that D10 is just money. I mean, watch. Oh, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, I'm going to shut up. I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.